It was 7:30 p.m., and Kate Middleton faced a situation she never expected. During a private dinner with William, 22-year-old waitress Emma approached her and handed her a small piece of paper with trembling hands. "I need to give you this letter," she whispered. The scenes that unfolded after Kate read that note stopped everyone's heart in the restaurant. How had these lines written by the young girl touched Kate's life so deeply that they would affect her so much? Le Petit Maison restaurant in Covent Garden was welcoming its customers with its usual calm and elegant atmosphere that Friday evening. It was a small, intimate French restaurant, 20 tables, dining by candlelight, not touristy, but the kind locals loved. Kate Middleton and Prince William preferred such quiet places in their private lives. They loved places where they could eat like normal people, where no one would disturb them, instead of big, flashy restaurants. That evening was special. William's successful completion of a project in Cornwall and Kate's recent positive health reports were to be celebrated. Both looked relaxed and happy. Kate wore a simple but elegant navy dress. Her hair cascaded in waves over her shoulders. William had also come in a casual blazer. From the outside, someone might think they were an ordinary happy couple. Restaurant owner Michel Dubois had recognized them, of course, but without any exaggeration, he had welcomed them warmly and seated them at the quietest table in the corner. "No one will disturb you tonight," he had said with a smile. Kate and William were talking quietly while examining the menu. The children's latest situation at school, William's project, the charity event Kate would attend soon. Ordinary but valuable topics. While these conversations continued, young waitress Emma Thompson appeared. She was a 22-year-old university student. She was studying psychology at UCL and working part-time at Le Petit Maison to pay for her school expenses. She was a girl with long red hair, green eyes, and a shy but warm smile. When Emma saw Kate Middleton in the restaurant, her heart started beating rapidly. But the reason wasn't just seeing a celebrity. Emma had a letter in her bag that she had been carrying for exactly 3 months. This letter came from someone who had supported her during the most difficult period of Emma's life, and that person had a very special connection with Kate Middleton. While Emma watched Kate from afar, she was torn about whether to give her that letter or not. Should she disturb them at such a special moment? But it was the letter writer's last wish. Restaurant manager Sarah Johnson noticed Emma's condition. "Emma, is there a problem? You look very tense." "No, Mrs. Johnson, it's just—" "Will I be serving that table?" asked Emma, pointing to Kate's table. Sarah smiled. "Yes, but don't worry. They're very normal people. Just be professional." Emma nodded, but the excitement inside her wouldn't go away. The letter in her bag felt like a weight. When Emma approached Kate and William's table, her hands were trembling. She had been preparing for this moment for 3 months, but now that she was facing them, she realized how difficult it was. "Good evening, Your Majesties. I'm Emma, and I'll be serving you tonight," she said, with a slight tremor in her voice. The letter in her bag felt like fire. She could feel its presence constantly. Kate looked at Emma with a warm smile. This smile was so sincere that it somewhat reduced Emma's tension. "Hello, Emma. Thank you." "Please, you can just call us Kate and William tonight." William also nodded in a friendly manner. "Yes, no protocol tonight, Emma. There are just 2 hungry customers here." This intimate approach surprised Emma. When she learned she would be working with members of the royal family, she had expected a much more formal reception. "Thank you, Kate and William," said Emma, with a slight hesitation when saying their names. "May I recommend something from the menu? Our chef's special fish today is wonderful." Kate examined the menu with interest. "That sounds very nice. What do you think, William?" "I'm more inclined towards meat, I guess," said William. "But can we look at the wine list first, Emma?" While Emma was bringing the wine list, she had the opportunity to observe Kate more closely. There was real peace on Kate's face. This was very different from the official Kate she saw in the media. Here, She was just a happy wife. "What's your favorite, Emma?" asked Kate while looking at the wine list. "You work here. Which one would you recommend?" Emma was surprised. No one had ever asked her such personal questions. "I actually don't know much about wine, but our customers really like the Bordeaux." "Then let's have Bordeaux," said Kate decisively. "For both of us." Emma took the order. Kate chose fish, William chose meat. Both wanted red wine. But as Emma went to the kitchen, she felt there was something different about the way Kate looked at her, as if Kate sensed the unrest inside her. As Emma returned to the kitchen, she asked Chef Pierre, "Do you know who the couple at table 7 is?" With still a slight excitement in her voice. Pierre laughed. "Of course I know, Emma, but in this restaurant they're just like other customers. Prepare the best food. Don't give special treatment. They're normal people too. Their job is just a bit different." Emma nodded, but the conflict inside her continued. Should she treat them normally, or should she give them her grandmother Dorothy's letter now? When Emma served the food, she made brief eye contact with Kate. There was real warmth in Kate's eyes, nothing artificial. This moment gave Emma courage, but also made her more restless. Did she have the right to disturb such sincere people? The letter in Emma's bag had come into her hands under very special circumstances 3 months ago. Emma's grandmother, Dorothy Thompson, 78 years old, was battling cancer. Dorothy was a woman who had served the royal family all her life. In the 1980s, she had worked as a housekeeper at Buckingham Palace. She had been especially close to young Lady Diana. Before she died, Dorothy had given Emma a letter. "Deliver this letter to Kate Middleton," she had said. "There's something very important inside." Emma had initially found this request strange, but it was her grandmother's last wish, and Dorothy had told Emma about the content of the letter before she died. The letter was something special that Princess Diana had entrusted to Emma's grandmother Dorothy. Before she died, Diana had left something with Dorothy to be given to Kate in the future. Diana knew that Kate would marry William one day, Dorothy had said, and she had left a special message for her. While Emma watched Kate and William eating their meals from afar, both looked very happy. William was telling Kate something. Kate was laughing. Faced with such a natural, such a loving couple's image, Emma's heart ached. While serving other tables in the restaurant, she constantly glanced at table 7. When Kate threw her head back laughing at one of William's jokes, Emma was watching her. When William adjusted a strand of Kate's hair, Emma was witnessing this intimate moment. Did she have the right to ruin this happy moment? But it was her grandmother's last wish. Emma went to the bathroom and looked at herself in the mirror. Her face was pale, her hands were still trembling. She took the letter out of her bag and saw Diana's elegant handwriting once more. It said, "For Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge." Her grandmother Dorothy's last words echoed in her ears. "Emma, this isn't just a letter. This is Diana's last wish. If you don't deliver it to Kate, Diana won't find peace." Emma's eyes filled with tears. When her grandmother died, she had promised her. "I promised, grandmother, I'll give it to Kate," she had said. When she came out of the bathroom, she had made her decision. She would give the letter during dessert service. But hours seemed to be passing. Kate and William had finished their main courses and were chatting while sipping their wine. Emma's time to gather courage was running out. Restaurant manager Sarah noticed Emma's condition. "Emma, is everything okay? You look very distracted." "Just a bit tired," said Emma. She couldn't tell the truth. Who would believe it? Sarah nodded understandingly. "These aren't difficult customers. They're very kind people, don't worry." Emma asked, "Do you know what kind of people they are, Sarah?" Sarah thought. "Kate is especially very warm. Last time she was here, she had a long conversation with our young intern in the kitchen. She had listened to his culinary dreams. She's a very genuine person." These words reassured Emma. Kate really was a good-hearted person. When dessert time came, Emma took a deep breath. She had made her decision now. The letter in her bag was under her hand for the last time. While bringing the desserts, Emma's hand touched the letter in her bag. Her heart was beating so fast that she was afraid Kate would hear it. Her steps were heavy, as if her feet were made of lead. "Your desserts." "Kate and William?" "Your desserts," said Emma, with still a tremor in her voice. Her hands were shaking as she placed the tiramisu and chocolate tart. Kate noticed Emma's condition. There was something about this young girl, and Kate's instincts never misled her. "Emma, are you okay? You look very nervous." Emma took a deep breath. She knew this moment had come. Her grandmother Dorothy's voice in her ears. "Courage, Emma. Be brave." "Actually, Kate—" Emma stopped. Words were getting stuck in her throat. "I have something for you. Something very important." William and Kate looked at Emma with surprise. The other sounds in the restaurant seemed to fade away, as if there were only the three of them. Emma took the letter out of her bag with trembling hands. It was an old, yellowed envelope. On it was written, "For Catherine, Duchess of Cambridge," in elegant handwriting. "I need to give you this letter," said Emma, with deep respect in her voice. "This comes from someone very special." When Kate took the envelope, her hands trembled. She recognized the handwriting. This was Diana's handwriting. "Emma, where does this come from?" asked Kate, with surprise in her voice. Emma briefly told her grandmother's story. That Dorothy had worked at the palace, that she was close to Diana, and that this letter was Diana's last wish. When William looked at the letter, his color changed. He too had recognized his mother's handwriting. "Emma, are you sure about this?" asked William. Emma nodded. "My grandmother made me promise. This was Princess Diana's last wish." Kate's hands were trembling as she opened the envelope. There were two things inside, a letter and a small jewelry box. When she opened the letter, she read these lines in Diana's familiar handwriting. "My dearest Catherine, if you are reading this, it means you have married William. I always knew you would be the one. Even before I knew you, I could see this in the stars. I want you to know that you have my blessing, my love, and my protection. You will face many challenges, but I know you have the strength to overcome them all. In this box, you will find my mother's ring. This belonged to my grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother. I want to give this to you as a symbol that the chain of love in our family is unbroken. You are not just William's wife, but in my heart, you are my daughter-in-law. Take care of my sons, and they will take care of you. With all my love, Diana P.S. I asked Dorothy to keep this safe until you were ready. Trust her family as I trusted her." As Kate read the letter, tears flowed uncontrollably. William had also read it and was affected. When she opened the jewelry box, there was a small but very elegant ring. Emerald stone, vintage style, a very chic piece. Kate couldn't find words. That Diana had thought of her, valued her so much. "Emma," whispered Kate, "how long had your grandmother been keeping this?" 25 years, said Emma. She never forgot her promise. William was very moved by this last gift from his mother. He touched Kate's hand. "Mother always knew," said William, with deep emotion in his voice. "She always knew you were the one." Kate turned to Emma while wiping her tears. "Tell me about your grandmother, Emma." Emma told Dorothy's story, her years at the palace, the special bond she formed with Diana, how she was a secret keeper. "Diana trusted my grandmother very much," said Emma. "She would entrust her special things to her. This letter was one of them." Kate took Emma's hands. "Your grandmother was an incredible woman, and you're amazing for keeping this promise." Emma was moved by Kate's sincerity. "She always said Diana was special, different from others." William intervened. "Emma, is there anything we can do for you?" "For your grandmother's memory?" Emma shook her head. "Just remember her. Remember Dorothy Thompson." "We will," said Kate. "I promise." The other customers in the restaurant had noticed Kate crying, but no one approached. Emma stood by the table, talking with Kate and William. Michel Dubois was watching the situation from afar. He wanted to respect his customers' privacy. Kate put the ring on her finger. It fit perfectly. "It's beautiful," she whispered. William said, "Mother would be so happy." Emma said, "I should give you your private time," and started to back away. "Wait," said Kate. "Emma, would you like to take a photo with us for your grandmother?" Emma's eyes lit up. "Really?" "Of course," said William. "She deserves to be remembered." Michel Dubois took a photo at Kate's request. Kate and William, with Emma in the middle, all three smiling. Kate gave Emma a card. "This is my private number. If you ever need anything, please call." Emma couldn't believe it. Thank you so much." "No, thank you," said Kate. "You gave me the most precious gift." William added, "Your grandmother will be remembered in our family forever." Emma said with tears. She would be so proud. As Kate and William left the restaurant, Kate still wore Diana's ring on her finger. In the car, both were silent. "I can't believe she thought of me," said Kate finally. William said, "She loved you even before she knew you." "I told you." Kate read the letter again. "Your mother was incredible, William." "And now you have her blessing," said William, officially. Emma, returning home that night, looked at her grandmother's photograph. "I did it, grandmother. I kept my promise." The next day, Kate sent Emma a special package. Inside was a special photo collection showing Dorothy's services at the palace and a personal letter written by Kate. In the letter, Kate expressed her respect for Dorothy's contribution at the palace and her gratitude for Emma's courage. Emma displayed these photos at the university. She prepared a small exhibition titled, "My Grandmother, the Secret Keeper." Kate called Emma a few more times in the following months. A special bond had formed between them. 6 months later, Kate was wearing Diana's ring at a charity event. The media published news with headlines like "Kate's mysterious new ring," but no one knew the real story. Emma started working in psychology after graduating from university. With Kate's reference, she found a job at an important mental health charity organization. Kate and William make charity donations in Dorothy Thompson's memory every year on the anniversary of her death. Le Petit Maison restaurant put a special plaque on table number 7, "Where hearts met across time." Emma never forgot that evening, and neither did Kate, because sometimes the most ordinary moments are when lives change most deeply. Diana's love continued to bring people together even 25 years later. Do you believe in such surprises from the past? Share in the comments and don't forget to subscribe to our channel.